In the silent arena where manipulation waits like a hidden blade, the greatest warriors do not roar their triumphs or crumble in silence. They stand tall in victory and rise unbroken in defeat. This is not softness. This is the ultimate fortress. While others chase quick dominance and leave trails of resentment, you will learn the ancient art of dignity, the quiet power that turns enemies into silent allies, defeats into hidden fuel, and your own spirit into something no string puller can ever touch. Machiavelli saw it clearly. Humiliate the fallen, and you birth an enemy who will wait decades for revenge. Sun Tzu taught that the cornered beast fights without mercy. Always leave the path open. Robert Greene revealed that the wise victor masks his joy, for open gloating plants the seeds of future plots. These are not rules for deception. They are the blueprint for an unbreakable life. True strength protects itself by refusing to create the very weapons others would use against it. Walk this path and manipulation will find no crack in your armor. You will win without sowing future wars and lose without handing your power to those who wait in the shadows. Relationships are the first battlefield where manipulation hides in plain sight. Whispers, guilt, emotional traps. Yet the player who masters dignity here builds a fortress no one can breach. Begin with victory. When you stand on the higher ground in an argument with a partner, a friend, or a family member, resist the ancient urge to crown yourself king. Instead, extend the invisible hand of grace. Speak the words that cost nothing yet buy everything. I see why you felt that way, and I respect the fire behind your words. This is not surrender. It is strategic elevation. The other person leaves not crushed but seen. Their pride remains intact, and in that preserved dignity they become your quiet guardian rather than a future saboteur. History whispers the lesson. The conqueror who parades his defeated rival through the streets creates a legend of hatred that outlives him. You do the opposite. You create loyalty that manipulation cannot poison. Now turn to defeat, the moment most people collapse and hand their strings to others. When a relationship ends or you must concede a deep disagreement, do not shrink, do not rage, do not beg. Stand, acknowledge the truth with calm precision. I was wrong here and I have learned from it. Then walk forward without theatrical despair. This single act transforms loss into quiet authority. People remember the one who fell with spine intact far longer than the one who won with noise. Your ex-partner, former friend, or estranged relative cannot weaponize your collapse because there is none to weaponize. Instead, they carry a strange respect that blocks future attempts to rewrite the story against you. Manipulation thrives on visible wounds. Dignity cauterizes them before they form. Practical command. In any close bond, practice the 3-breath rule before speaking intention. First breath, feel your own victory or pain fully. Second breath, see the other soul as an equal warrior, not an opponent. Third breath, choose the sentence that leaves both of you taller. When you win a boundary discussion with a loved one, celebrate later in private, never in their presence. When you lose, send a short message days later. Thank you for the mirror you held up. I am sharper because of it. These micro moves accumulate into an invisible shield. Friends become allies who refuse to join plots against you. Partners stay even when storms rage because they know you will never humiliate them and never break in public. This is protection disguised as humanity. The manipulator circles, looking for ego to stroke or shame to exploit. Your dignity offers neither. You become the rare person whose relationships are not battlegrounds but gardens, fertile, resilient, impossible to burn down from within. Others may try to pull strings through jealousy or old grudges, yet they discover the strings were never there. You have replaced them with steel threads of mutual respect. In the long game of life, this is how you win relationships without ever needing to play dirty. You simply refuse to create the enemies that manipulation requires. Walk out of every connection, won or lost, carrying your head high, and watch how the world begins to protect you in return. In the arena of work, manipulation wears the mask of ambition. Office whispers, credit theft, silent sabotage. Dignity here becomes your hidden empire, invisible yet impenetrable. Claim victory in a negotiation, a promotion, or a project takeover with the grace of a true sovereign. Publicly, share the light. Name the contributions of rivals and teammates in the same breath as your own triumph. This deal succeeded because every voice at the table sharpened the blade. The words feel generous, The effect is lethal to future plots. Those who might have plotted revenge now owe you a sliver of glory. Their pride is fed, their resentment starved. Machiavelli warned that the prince who grinds the defeated into dust invites daggers in the dark. You feed them dignity instead, and they become silent sentinels around your throne. When defeat arrives, a lost client, a passed-over promotion, a project that crashes, do not wear the mask of victim or the armor of denial. Claim it immediately with surgical honesty in the next meeting. The responsibility sits with me. Here is what I have extracted from the ashes. No excuses, no blame shifting, no dramatic self-flagellation, just clean ownership followed by forward motion. Colleagues who expected weakness discover steel. The manipulator who planned to use your failure as leverage finds the ground empty. Your calm admission disarms them before they can strike. Sun Tzu's escape route applies here. By leaving yourself a public path to growth, you prevent others from cornering you into permanent weakness. Execute 3 daily disciplines. First, after any win, send 1 private note of genuine recognition to the person who came closest to blocking you. Second, after any loss, document 3 lessons in a personal journal, then speak 1 aloud in the open. Third, never let a victory speech or failure email contain the word I more than twice. Train the focus outward. These habits compound. Teams begin to shield you in political storms because they know you will never throw them under the bus in victory or drag them into your despair in defeat. Promotions come easier not because you schemed, but because no one fears your shadow. The long-term player understands. Today's defeated colleague may sit in the boss's chair tomorrow. The memory of your dignity becomes your strongest recommendation. This is self-protection forged in fire. Manipulation in the workplace feeds on visible arrogance and visible despair. Dignity starves both. You move through cubicles and boardrooms like a quiet legend, respected, not feared, unbreakable, not brittle. Others may try to rewrite your story or pull hidden levers, yet they discover the levers have no grip. Your career becomes a citadel built on choices that no external force can undermine. In the end, you do not climb by stepping on necks. You rise because the very people who could have blocked the path choose instead to clear it. That is the quiet empire dignity builds, one that outlasts every scheme. Raw conflict, public disputes, legal clashes, ideological battles, is where manipulation attempts its final harvest, feeding on spilled pride and broken spirits. Dignity here forges legacy that no grudge can tarnish. When you emerge victorious in open war, whether a courtroom victory, a public debate, or a neighborhood standoff, cloak your triumph in measured silence. Offer the defeated a single public sentence of respect. You fought with conviction. The arena is richer for it. No gloating interview, no victory lap on social platforms. Greene taught that the wise hide their joy, so admiration grows where resentment could have bloomed. You become the victor others quote with awe, rather than the bully they plot against in secret. The loser retains enough dignity to walk away without needing to destroy you later. Manipulation loses its fuel. There is no humiliated army seeking recruits for revenge. When conflict defeats you, rise with the precision of a general rewriting history on the spot. Admit the loss cleanly in the same public square where it occurred. The decision stands against me today. I accept it and will return stronger. No victim narrative, no conspiracy theories, no lingering bitterness. This single posture collapses the manipulator's script. Those watching expect collapse. They witness mastery instead. Sun Tzu's wisdom lives. The cornered fighter who is granted dignity does not fight to the death. He simply steps aside, often carrying quiet respect that blocks future alliances against you. Your calm becomes a story people retell, turning yesterday's loser into tomorrow's legend. Master 3 conflict rituals. First, before any public clash, write the opponent's strongest argument on paper and rehearse conceding it gracefully if needed. Second, after victory, wait 48 hours before any comment. Let the world speak first while you remain silent. Third, after defeat, perform one visible act of forward motion within a week. Publish the lesson learned, launch the next project, or simply show up unshaken. These rituals ensure that every conflict, won or lost, adds bricks to your inner wall. Witnesses, colleagues, communities, even strangers, begin to protect your name because they have seen a rare thing. Power that never stoops to cruelty and resilience that never begs for pity. This is the final shield against manipulation. Open conflict is where strings are most visible. Old grudges, public shaming, mob energy. Dignity cuts every string before it tightens. You leave every battlefield carrying neither the blood of humiliation nor the stain of collapse. Instead, you carry the invisible crown of those who mastered the game by refusing to play its lowest level. Others may still attempt to twist the narrative, yet the narrative itself now sings your name. In relationships, work and conflict, you have chosen the same path. Win without planting future daggers, lose without handing over the blade. The result is simple and eternal. You become untouchable not through force, but through the one quality manipulation can never counterfeit: genuine strategic dignity. Live this way and the world will discover that the strongest protection is the life that never needed to wound others to survive.